Welcome to the LearningZen author overview. In this example, we're going to show you how to edit a course and create courses in LearningZen. We've learned that over the pandemic, it became extremely important for us to be able to make changes to our training material fast, disseminate that information to all of our locations, all of our staff as changes were taking place. We didn't have time to build a 300-hour course or an 800-hour course. We simply learned about the changes that were happening and we had to disseminate that information out to our audience. So speed is of the essence. In LearningZen, we've made content creation and e-learning a breeze to build fast, interactive, engaging modules. In this example, I'm going to go ahead and go to my courses and I'm going to pull a course offline so that we can make changes to it. This is my demo course called A+ Customer Experiences. And when I take it offline, it means that I can make edits to it, but students can no longer take this course while I'm making edits. In LearningZen, we've got a template-driven authoring tool as well as a WYSIWYG editor. In the template, you're going to actually have to fill out a few required fields, such as the course title, the category, the exam options, and do you want to have course content. We also will need to add a thumbnail and a description for the course. This is a pre-existing course, so we're going to consider those things ready to roll. If I jump over to the course structure now, you'll just see how simple LearningZen is. LearningZen builds your outline for you, so we know that you have to have an introduction. You're going to have at least the first chapter, but you may add many more after the fact. You need a review and an exam to prove that training took place, information was retained. If you want to add something in LearningZen, it's really quite simple. Once we teach you how to do the introduction or the chapters, you'll be able to do virtually anything in here. I'm going to go into chapter 1. This was a copy and paste section of our course. What we really want to do is show you how to add new pieces of multimedia because our training materials are changing almost daily right now. And it needs to be easy, it needs to be simple so that we can disseminate information out. Now, I moved to chapter 7 because I want to add a chapter to this as the last chapter, chapter 8. By clicking the add button, it's going to bring up basically a blank canvas. This is an entire area that I can do anything I want with. I can add movies, pictures, texts, PDFs, Word docs, games, anything. And in our example here, let's just show you a quick little Word doc copy and paste. So this is a copy and paste example. I'm putting in the chapter title because it's a required field. If we're going to publish a course, each chapter has to have a title. I'm then going to say, well, what do I want to bring in? Oh, it's a Word doc. Let's go to that Word document. And in my example here, I've got this little sample document that shows a bunch of different formatting styles on it. Because with the LearningZen editor, if you copy a section, let's go down to just below that first paragraph of Cook. Right click, and we're going to copy it. That's all placed in my clipboard. Now, by going back into LearningZen, I can right click and paste. And the nice thing is LearningZen just retained all of my formatting. Hooray, I can make quick courses. Good to know. Let's add a button. Click the add button. Let's add a video. We're gonna click to add a video. We're gonna use this Universal Video Manager. So when I click it, it brings up all of my existing videos. I'm gonna bring in this one called Doug Upload Yourself. By clicking on the video, it'll bring that video up and I can click insert to drop it into my course. This is a pre-existing video. If I wanted to bring in a new video, I click the upload button and navigate to my phone or folder wherever I store this on my computer and upload it to LearningZen before we can put it into our training content. Once it's in, it's behind a secure server. Now that I've added the video, let's add a title. Adding yourself is simple. One more thing I wanted to show. When we talk about content development, we often talk about the 3 B's. You're either going to need to buy, build, or borrow your training content. We tend to focus on people who want to learn how to do these things themselves so that they can make changes and edits on the fly as their business changes. In this example, I'm going to borrow something on YouTube. Somebody else did the work for me, and why reinvent the wheel when there's great videos and courses out there? Let's borrow from the things that are common to the industry, and we'll build what's unique to our brand. I'm going to bump into YouTube. And here I've got a little how-to video about how to greet your tables and give them your name. Really simple concept. All we're going to do is once we find the video that we want to use, there will be a share button at the bottom. By clicking the share button, we can copy this embed code. once it's copied to our clipboard, denoted in the lower left, I can bounce back into LearningZen, click the YouTube button, and add my video by just following the instructions. It tells me paste the embed text here. If you've never done it, we also wrote out the instructions. Let's insert that YouTube video. Now that we've dropped it in, there is one change. I've got a bunch of wasted white space on the right-hand side, which if I was going to fill with text would be great, but in this case, I'm not. I just want them to just watch the video. So I'm going to go to the HTML and make a quick edit. I'm going to say, make that 890 by 515. Now you can see that my video stretches out and uses the entire width available. It says borrowing from YouTube. Let's save that change. We have no errors. We then could finish up and put in a review. We've already got one built in this example. We could also go to the exam. I could add additional exam questions. We could set up our exam settings, like randomizing the questions or the answers, whether or not we want to allow them to navigate to the content while they're taking the exam, and the passing criteria. Once you've got our course ready to roll, because we've updated our course, we added our new Word document, the video that we recorded, as well as the video that we borrowed from YouTube. We're going to go ahead and publish this. Publish the course. Now I can assign this course to anyone, whether it's the group that I'm overseeing or a unit, 3 states over. It's going to be really simple for us to make sure everybody is up to date, up to speed with what the current regulations and specs are for our company. Thanks for watching. Give us a call if you'd like a demonstration. Have a great afternoon.